Mercedes turns back on their word as they are desperate to get Max. Lewis Hamilton has been told to not expect equal treatment at Ferrari, and Alpine is ready to swap Jack for Franco. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. The upcoming 2025 season is shaping up to be one of the most exhilarating yet, as Formula One fans gear up to witness the thrilling rivalry between Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari. With both drivers entering the season under the impression they're on a level playing field, the reality may be quite different if Ferrari aims for championship glory. Hamilton's move to Ferrari marks a significant chapter in his illustrious career. After parting ways with Mercedes, he signed a multi-year deal with the Scuderia, a decision that arose even before the first race of the previous season. This strategic shift signifies a fresh challenge for Hamilton, who now shares the garage with Leclerc, Ferrari's standout driver and a favorite among the Tifosi. As we look closer at their dynamic, Hamilton's target is clear: his 8th World Championship title, while Leclerc aspires to secure his first. This contrasting motivation adds a layer of complexity to their relationship as teammates. Team boss Fred Vasseur has expressed confidence in both drivers' abilities to clinch the title from Max Verstappen, reinforcing that he believes Ferrari can mount a serious challenge in 2025. Vasseur pointed out that towards the end of the previous season, Leclerc had the highest points tally. This momentum is crucial for Ferrari as the team strives to minimize errors and ensure they're competitive throughout this long season filled with 24 events. The spirit of resilience demonstrated by Ferrari in overcoming past struggles gives the team hope for success. However, former IndyCar driver James Hinchcliffe weighs in on the realities of team dynamics in high-stakes racing. As intriguing as it might be to promise equal treatment, he questions the feasibility of such an approach in pursuit of a driver's championship. In the cutthroat world of F1, where split-second decisions can make the difference between victory and defeat, it's inevitable that strategies will favor one driver over the other in key moments. Despite the public declarations of fairness, Hinchcliffe argues that achieving a 100% equal treatment policy is simply unrealistic. Both drivers have unique strengths and weaknesses, which will inevitably influence race strategies and decisions over the course of the season. As the new season approaches, the anticipation builds. The fans are excited, wondering how this epic clash will unfold and which driver will ultimately emerge victorious. Hamilton's journey from rival to teammate poses a fascinating narrative, and the team is ready to embrace the challenge with both drivers capable of taking Ferrari to new heights. In this increasingly competitive landscape, every point counts, and Ferrari is poised to navigate this thrilling chapter with both Hamilton and Leclerc at the helm, striving for a fiercely contested championship. The stage is set for what promises to be an unforgettable season in Formula One history. In the world of Formula One, the stakes have never been higher. As teams gear up for the 2025 season, there's an undeniable buzz surrounding the fierce competition that lies ahead. But with every season comes its own set of challenges and unpredictable dynamics. Notably, the introduction of new contenders can shift the balance of power on the track. Hamilton's recent remarks reflect this sentiment perfectly. He understands that regardless of preparation, there's always a race strategy that's unpredictable. Some drivers will always have the advantage of leaving pit lane first. This small tactical edge can significantly influence qualifying positions and race outcomes, making the role of timing as important as speed. Looking at Ferrari's latest project, nicknamed Project 677, anticipation is building. Set to unveil on February 19th, the car is being touted as a potential game-changer for both Hamilton and Leclerc. However, with the addition of such high-profile talent, questions arise regarding team dynamics. Will the presence of a 7-time world champion alter the chemistry that Leclerc previously enjoyed with Carlos Sainz? There seems to be a shift in the workspace within Ferrari, especially with the management backing Hamilton as the favored driver at the start of the season. This could very well set the stage for tension between the two drivers. The Monaco Grand Prix, often a decisive point in the championship, is expected to be a significant battleground. Both drivers have proven their skills on this classic circuit, but Leclerc's exceptional record there may give him a rare advantage. As pundits speculate, it appears that round 8 of the championship could become a defining moment for the two drivers and for Ferrari's direction moving forward. Meanwhile, there's been chatter surrounding Max Verstappen and his chances for the F1 2025 title. Emerging as a dark horse, he's challenging assumptions about the potential frontrunners. His ability to capitalize on opportunities could lead him to outpace expected rivals. As we dive deeper into this 2025 season, one thing is clear. It's not just about the cars, but also about the drama, rivalries, and unpredictability that make Formula One so captivating. With Mercedes personnel expressing their thoughts on the infamous Silverstone crash, it highlights the complex relationships and history among teams that continue to evolve. So, as the countdown continues to the unveiling of Project 677, fans and experts alike are watching closely. Will Ferrari reclaim its former glory, or will other teams secure their spots on the podium? With exciting milestones ahead, the race for supremacy in Formula One is about to ignite, bringing both fierce rivalries and breathtaking moments. Stay tuned as we cover every twist and turn of this captivating racing saga. In the world of Formula One, few moments are as contentious as the Silverstone crash of 2021. This event not only reshaped the championship battle between Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, but it also revealed deeper complexities in the relationship between their teams, Mercedes and Red Bull. The incident occurred when Hamilton and Verstappen were fiercely competing for the lead. They battled hard through iconic corners like Brooklands and Copse. Sadly, what seemed like a thrilling race took a dangerous turn when the two cars collided, sending Verstappen crashing into the barriers at phenomenal speed. It was a shocking sight and raised immediate concerns for the Dutch driver, who was taken to the hospital after the accident for precautionary checks. While Verstappen was fortunate to escape without life-threatening injuries, he did experience some lasting effects from the crash, including vision problems during subsequent races. For Mercedes, this incident was a double-edged sword. While they celebrated Hamilton's victory, the tensions with Red Bull escalated dramatically. The collision proved to be a major flashpoint, not just for the drivers, but for their respective teams. Following the crash, Red Bull felt that Mercedes had shown a lack of empathy, especially as Hamilton celebrated his win. This sentiment fueled further conflicts, leading Red Bull to request a review of the incident, a request that was ultimately denied. In response, Mercedes issued a strong statement, emphasizing their commitment to Hamilton's integrity and their disappointment in Red Bull's approach. In hindsight, Mercedes now acknowledges that their response to the situation could have been handled with more tact and concern for Verstappen's well-being. Bradley Lord, Mercedes communications chief, recently expressed regret over how the situation evolved, particularly in regard to the initial information provided by Red Bull regarding Verstappen's condition. His words shed light on how the relationships across the paddock soured following that eventful race. Lord pointed out that they might have avoided further antagonizing the relationship had they approached the situation differently. He emphasized that their handling of the aftermath was not only about the race, it was about showing concern for Verstappen as a competitor. The intense rivalries in Formula One often overshadow moments of human vulnerability, leaving teams to navigate the tricky waters of competition and camaraderie. As time has passed, tensions have eased, but this incident still serves as a reminder of how critical communication and empathy are in the world of high-stakes sports. In a sport driven by fierce competition, it's essential to remember the human element at play. The words from Mercedes resonate deeply as they reflect on their experiences, suggesting that perhaps in the heat of competition, showing kindness and concern can go a long way in maintaining respect and integrity in the sport. The Silverstone crash continues to be a defining moment for both teams, encapsulating not only a critical chapter in their rivalry, but also offering valuable lessons for the future. As fans, we can appreciate the excitement and drama that unfolds on the track, but it's equally important to remember the journeys of the individuals who make this sport so captivating. Bradley Lord has been at the core of Mercedes' communication strategy, guiding the team through its most intense moments. His reflections highlight the unpredictable nature of Formula One, suggesting that even in times of crisis, the experience can feel oddly rewarding. He emphasizes that while sport is often defined by obvious victories, some of the most defining moments come during times of turmoil. For Lord, it's during these high-pressure situations that he truly feels alive. He recalls the intensity of challenges like the tire test fallout in 2013, describing it as exhilarating and a pivotal moment in his career. Two standout memories for him center around major events in recent F1 history: the fallout from the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and the surprising retirement of Nico Rosberg in 2016. Lord believes that the decision to remain silent after the Abu Dhabi race, letting the emotions settle instead of responding hastily, was a strategic choice that served the team well. Nico Rosberg's unexpected announcement in 2016 added a different layer of excitement to Lord's experience. He recalls the atmosphere in the room, filled with uncertainty and shock, as no one anticipated this monumental news. Crafting the press releases in the wake of such a revelation created a sense of camaraderie and teamwork that he found exhilarating. Reflecting on these experiences, Lord notes that it often feels like the most memorable moments are shaped not just by triumphs, but by the resilience shown during adversity. As the world of Formula One evolves, the complexities of team dynamics and communication become increasingly important. Lord's insights reveal a thoughtful approach to navigating both the triumphs and trials that come with being part of such a high-stakes environment. Stay tuned for more exclusive insights from Bradley Lord and the Mercedes team as they continue to face the challenges and triumphs of the racing world head-on. Each race, each decision, and each moment contribute to the ever-evolving narrative of F1, keeping fans engaged and eager for what's next. Could Franco Colapinto be making a significant move in Formula One? There are reports suggesting that a deal to bring the Williams driver to Alpine for the 2025 season is imminent. This buzz is stirred up by Alpine advisor Flavio Briatore, who has confirmed negotiations with Colapinto regarding an F1 seat for the upcoming season. As fans look ahead, the question remains, what does this mean for Jack Doohan, Alpine's new race driver? Briatore has assured that Doohan's position is secure as the new season begins. However, industry whispers hint that the situation might be more complex than it seems. Colapinto made headlines last season after he stepped in for Logan Sargent at Williams following the Dutch Grand Prix. His performances were impressive, scoring points in 2 of his first 4 races, specifically at Azerbaijan and the United States, quickly turning heads within the F1 community. His noteworthy impact positioned him on the radar of major teams, including Red Bull and Alpine. Williams team principal James Vowles has expressed his desire to assist the promising young driver in finding a competitive seat for 2025. During the Dutch Grand Prix weekend last August, Alpine had already confirmed Jack Doohan as Pierre Gasly's teammate for 2025. This announcement came just 4 days prior to Colapinto's promotion at Williams. However, by the end of last season, there were rumors swirling that Briatore was keen on signing Colapinto, which raised questions about Doohan's future with the team. A pivotal moment documented saw Colapinto and his manager engaging in conversation with Briatore in the paddock during the penultimate race in Qatar, igniting speculation about potential changes on the team. Doohan then made his debut at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, stepping in after Esteban Ocon's early contract termination with Alpine to join Haas for post-season evaluations. Despite having a valid contract for Alpine for the beginning of the new season, Doohan's future in F1 remains uncertain, as performance is the key determinant for all drivers on the grid. Recent reports out of Argentina bring even more intrigue to the scenario, suggesting that Alpine may soon finalize a deal with Colapinto, leaving fans eagerly anticipating a formal announcement. According to these reports, a very reliable source indicates that the agreement between Colapinto and Alpine could be confirmed sooner rather than later, possibly within the week. Furthermore, speculation suggests that Doohan's contract officially encompasses only the first 6 races of the 2025 season, potentially extending only until the Miami Grand Prix on May 4th. As the F1 community absorbs this unfolding drama, many are left wondering what the implications will be for the team dynamics at Alpine and how this will affect the drivers as the new season approaches. The focus is now on whether Colapinto will officially join the ranks at Alpine and how that would shift the landscape for aspiring drivers in Formula One. As the dust settles on recent Formula One developments, the ongoing saga of driver contracts is taking center stage. A recent report suggests that breaking contracts in F1 has become more common, with Red Bull's unexpected decision to replace Sergio Perez for 2025 raising eyebrows, especially given his 2-year deal signed just last June. In an intriguing turn of events, Franco Colapinto's journey in F1 has also caught attention. An alleged deleted Instagram post from Anibal Colapinto, Franco's father, showcased him celebrating with friends while wearing a Williams shirt. The accompanying caption hinted at plans for F1 2025. This sparked speculation around Colapinto's involvement in the upcoming season. Adding fuel to the rumors, former team principal Flavio Briatore confirmed he had discussions with Colapinto last year regarding an F1 seat for 2025. He expressed his commitment to securing the best opportunities for his drivers, making it clear that being proactive in the current competitive landscape was essential. Briatore reassured fans that Australian Jack Doohan is set to kick off the season at the Australian Grand Prix on March 16th, albeit with a caveat. Should Doohan struggle to keep pace with established driver Pierre Gasly, Briatore isn't afraid to make a change. This comment highlights the intense pressure on Doohan as he seeks to prove himself worthy of his place in F1. When asked if the lineup of Doohan and Gasly is confirmed, Briatore candidly stated, "The only thing we can be sure of is death." He underlined the nature of F1, where results dictate changes rather than emotions. Briatore emphasized that every driver must contribute to the collective effort of nearly 1,000 people on the team, failing which, adjustments will be made without hesitation. Further complicating the driver market, Briatore has expressed renewed interest in Colapinto for 2026. He is keeping his options open and remains focused on fast drivers, hinting that if a chance arises, he would seriously consider bringing Colapinto into the fold. The dynamics of team lineups are constantly shifting, making the landscape ever more unpredictable. In another narrative, Carlos Sainz recently found himself in discussions with Alpine, but ultimately opted to sign with Williams. This decision could play a significant role in shaping the future of both teams as they prepare for the forthcoming season. Amidst all this, Franco Colapinto remains optimistic about his future in Formula One. He has made it clear that 2024 won't mark the end of his F1 journey, suggesting he has plans to continue fighting for his place and proving his doubters wrong. As we advance towards the 2025 season, Jack Doohan is under immediate pressure to deliver results, knowing that every race counts more than ever in the unforgiving world of Formula One. The challenge ahead is steep, but for those determined like Doohan and Colapinto, the thrill of racing is just beginning. Stay tuned for the latest updates as the F1 grid continues to evolve with thrilling developments. Lando Norris is making headlines as he gears up for the 2025 Formula One season, and the buzz around his readiness to challenge Max Verstappen is growing. Recently, Norris came within mere tenths of overtaking Verstappen at the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, which has sparked discussions about his potential for the upcoming championship. In the 2024 season, Norris faced significant challenges, struggling to keep pace with Verstappen as the Dutch driver secured an early lead in the championship. Despite Norris's best efforts, including a dramatic battle in Brazil, where he managed to close the gap down to 44 points after the sprint race, it ultimately wasn't enough. That Brazilian Grand Prix proved to be a pivotal moment for Norris. From a pole position start to finishing 6th, the result highlighted the ups and downs of his title fight. As the competition intensified throughout the season, Norris did achieve remarkable victories, including his first Formula One win at the Miami Grand Prix and subsequent wins in the Netherlands, Singapore, and Abu Dhabi. These victories made him the closest contender to Verstappen, reinforcing his emergence as a serious contender. However, Former IndyCar star James Hinchcliffe pointed out that while Norris showed promise, he wasn't quite ready to contend for the championship this year. Hinchcliffe emphasized that despite the excitement surrounding Norris, the reality was that 2024 was never going to be his year to shine. With Verstappen securing 9 wins compared to Norris's 4, it's clear that the championship was largely out of reach. Hinchcliffe explained that while the narrative was thrilling, it didn't fully capture the dominance that Max displayed early in the season. Viewers might remember that early in the 2024 season, Verstappen won 5 of the first 6 races, establishing a significant lead that proved challenging to overcome. By the time Norris began scoring victories, his rivals, including Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, and George Russell, had also grown competitive, making the championship race even tougher. Despite the challenges, Hinchcliffe remains optimistic about Norris's future. He believes that the lessons learned during the 2024 season will serve Norris well as he prepares for the next season. "I think Lando learned a lot of good lessons," Hinchcliffe stated. "I think he is now ready to genuinely fight for it next year." Both Norris and the McLaren team have their sights set on making a stronger showing in 2025, and fans eagerly anticipate seeing how he applies what he has learned and the skills he has honed in the coming battles. As the excitement builds for the upcoming season, Lando Norris's journey and growth within Formula One will be a storyline to watch. With a year of experience behind him, what will Norris bring to the track in 2025? The stage is set for an exciting championship battle ahead. Stay tuned for more updates as we dive deeper into the world of F1 and follow Lando Norris's pursuit of greatness. As we gear up for the 2025 F1 season, the focus is on Lando Norris and how he'll approach his ongoing rivalry with reigning champion Max Verstappen. Speculation is rife, and there are calls for Norris to fortify his mental game. Experts emphasize the importance of self-belief in sports. James Hinchcliffe, an esteemed figure in racing, highlights how crucial it is for Lando to maintain confidence. He notes the stark contrast between how Norris framed his performances early in the previous season compared to the latter half. This growing self-assurance has been instrumental in his game as he learned to believe not only in his abilities, but in the idea that he can consistently compete with Verstappen. Hinchcliffe pointed out that every athlete can be their harshest critic, and Norris was no exception, often expressing disappointment in himself. However, that narrative changed significantly. By the end of the season, his mindset shifted, leading to a more positive and resilient approach even on tough race days. Challenges are inevitable in racing. For instance, during a significant race where teammate Oscar Piastri faced difficulties, Norris had to maintain his composure amid the intense competition. The stakes were high. Any slip could mean losing the Constructors' Championship, a weighty responsibility that required cool-headedness. Navigating the thin line between self-belief and delusion is a topic of discussion among experts. Hinchcliffe mentions Sergio Perez's struggles and how they demonstrate the importance of genuine self-awareness. According to him, Norris's confident demeanor seems rooted in authenticity rather than mere media posturing. This genuine self-belief is expected to be a potent tool for Norris as he heads into the new season, advising him to harness that confidence to elevate his racing performance. Looking ahead, strategists at McLaren are gearing up for a hectic 2025. They understand that preparation will be key. With predictions of dramatic developments anticipated in the championship, McLaren has been urged to implement strategies from race 1 to effectively manage their drivers and navigate the competitive landscape. Lando Norris is at a pivotal point in his career, with the question of whether he will toughen up against Verstappen coming into focus. Fans are eager to witness this evolution. If Norris can channel his newfound confidence into his performance on the track, we could see a thrilling contest unfold in the upcoming season. Moreover, other drivers like Carlos Sainz have commented on the public narratives of rivals like Verstappen and Norris, recognizing the intense scrutiny that they all endure during each race weekend. The pressure is palpable, but it also fuels the fiery ambition necessary for success in this high-stakes environment. As we anticipate the upcoming races, one thing is clear: Lando Norris has found a breakthrough in his approach and mindset. Will he capitalize on this as he challenges for the title in 2025? The excitement is mounting, and fans are keen to see whether this new chapter in Norris's journey will lead him to champion status. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you all the latest from the world of Formula One and track Norris's quest for greatness.